Difference between empathy and sympathy. Does emotional intelligence play a role? Hey there! Many individuals mistakenly believe that empathy and sympathy are the same thing and that they have the same meaning. People are shown kindness by both empathy and sympathy. When you express empathy or sympathy to someone who is suffering from a terrible incident or bad karma, it usually brings some relief to that individual. Your emotional intelligence also plays a role whether you will show empathy or sympathy to people. With that stated, the truth is that these two emotions are not the same. I'll explain the difference between empathy and sympathy in this video. Here you will discover some samples of both reactions so that you can see how they differ. I shall make every effort to avoid giving technical or scientific explanations, as most people do, because no one cares. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to this channel and click on the notification bell so you will not miss out on any video updates related to this topic. Now let's go on to the video. Sympathy is a sense of pity for other people's tragedy. You will be moved by their suffering and despair, and in most cases, your actions comes to an end there. While empathy is the ability to recognize and fully understand the feelings of someone else, you will show the same sympathetic feelings because you actually feel the misery, despair, and helplessness. You will delve deeper into people's difficulties. You are not going to just listen and stand there. You are going to try to solve their problems until they are happy again. Empaths are usually the ones with these exceptional abilities. You should consider yourself fortunate if you are an empath because you are such a wonderful person in nature. Let me give you a few situations to help you distinguish between empathy and sympathy. If you happen to be walking down the street and encounter a beggar sitting on the sidewalk, you will feel terrible for that beggar and you will give him a guilty look before leaving him alone and continuing your way. Sympathy is the act of feeling sorry for someone. On the other hand, if you are an empathetic person, you will go above and beyond by giving the beggar part of your money. Furthermore, when you notice the beggar sitting in the blazing sun, you can't stop thinking about how you can provide him with all the amenities he deserves. You will go out and buy him a cold drink to quench his thirst. Not only that, but you will get him a new umbrella to protect him from the sun and to cover him when the rain starts to fall. Can you see the difference in the act of kindness? Let's go for another example. Have you ever been a victim of school bullying? If you do, you are aware of the anguish in your heart and the agony of being bullied still fresh in your mind. You will probably do one of these two things if you notice one of your buddies is being bullied. First, you will wait for the bullier to go. Then you will grab your friend, pull him up, gather up any items that may fall out of his pocket during the bullying, consoling him until he stops weeping, and report the event to your discipline teacher. The second alternative is to immediately intervene in the bullying event, scold the bully until he or she leaves, and then repeat the first option. This is a demonstration of empathy. If you just feel sympathy towards your friend, you either say, "I'm sorry it has happened to you. I wish there is something that I can do to help you." If you need help, make sure to check out on the link on the description below this video for one of my best recommendations in healing your social anxiety problems. Let's have another example. You see one of your colleagues being scolded by your boss in front of everyone else in the office. An act of sympathy will be, you either just look at that scenario or you feel sorry for your colleague. You go near her, pat on her back and say, "You will get through this." Empaths, on the other hand, will go above and beyond. If you are an empath, you will go through your way to assist your colleague. You notice she's crying after being humiliated by your employer, so you soothe her and offer to assist her finish her work or task. You take her back to the pantry and have a brief discussion about the situation. As you can see, there are a variety of things you can do if you demonstrate empathic feelings towards people in some way. Do you want another example? Let's go for another one. One of your girlfriends recently ended her relationship with her boyfriend, and it's likely that you've been there as well, so you know how hard it is to move on with your life amid the breakup. You don't want to eat, you are unmotivated and give up, and you don't want to accomplish anything. You will know what to say to your friend if you are empathic. You also know how to react in order to prevent your friend from falling into the same trap as you. You make her a cup of tea, uttering all the supportive things to bring her back up. You might even decide to stay by her side until she recovers. What do you reckon a sympathetic person would do if they were in your situation? I'm sure you already know by now. Why does empathy have a higher level of kindness than sympathy? A basic explanation is that empathic feelings can only be felt if you have previously experienced misery and tragedy. You know how hard it is to go through such a horrible experience, and you don't want other people to go through it. Empathy is frequently accompanied by some action on your part rather than just beautiful words. You will do everything in your ability to ensure that whoever is experiencing negative feelings will climb above it and become wonderful once more. Do you have experience on any event with regards to empathy and sympathy? Kindly share your experience in the comment section below. Let's make this world a better place to live in by giving and sharing your empathy towards all human beings. If you found this video very helpful to you, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and activate the bell button so you don't miss out on any subsequent video updates. I'll see you in the next video.